Hello, and as you can already tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about hit scan versus projectile based weapons. And you already probably, hopefully, have seen the thumbnail, so you might already know my opinion, and it won't shock you. Today, I'm going to be looking at the pros and cons of both arguments, and I'll tell you why I feel the way I do. And again, it's not a big shocker. And for this video, I have some solo footage in the background, so enjoy that. I'm not very good, so please, if you want, roast me. I don't really care. I try my best. And I felt like a video from this season would be appropriate, just for, the sake of the video. So please enjoy, and again, hate me if you want. Now, let me preface this entire thing by saying I've been playing the game since Chapter 1, Season 1. Yep. Call me Unc, call me whatever, but I've been playing this game since middle school, Chapter 1, Season 1. Now, I'm not going to say I've been playing every season of every chapter. I definitely didn't do that. I definitely did not do that. But I have seen the ups, the downs, and the ups again on this game. And I can confidently tell you that this is probably one of the greatest multiplayer games ever made. Whether you like it or not, this game has set itself in stone as one of the best multiplayer games ever made. Now that we got that out of the way, let me be real here. I do not enjoy the direction the game is going in right now. And I think I can confidently say that for a lot of the players right now in the competitive and casual scene. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna ignore the whole UEFN creative map situation, turning the game essentially into Roblox to get kids to play the game and play the same poorly made creative map, keenly disguised as a new freshly made concept. I'm not saying that all creative maps are bad. There's good practice maps, there's good Zone Wars maps, but we've all heard of a scummy Fortnite map creator out there. But let's not go on a tangent. Let's get to the point of the video. We all know projectile-based weapons came in Chapter 5, Season 1. And this was right after the OG season we all know and love. And we all know for a fact, I wouldn't say for a fact, but we all know that OG came out because Fortnite was losing a pretty significant amount of player base. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really play Fortnite before Fortnite OG came out. But for many other dudes who played Fortnite like me when they were younger, Fortnite OG sparked that love for Fortnite you had, back when you were a kid, posting them victory royales on your Snapchat story, it sparked that all of us, loved the game and still wanted to play. And at least for me, it got me interested in the next season. And so I was genuinely excited when I found out that the weapons would be projectile based. I thought maybe it would add a new weapon skill maybe, or maybe even shrink a gap in some sort of a skill gap between certain players, depending on how they aim. And granted, there was a lot of good concepts and even weapons added in Chapter 5. The Burst is an amazing gun, even projectile based. It's got one of the fastest projectiles in the game, so it was almost like a hit scan weapon. That was the weapon that everyone used every single season of the chapter, and it was meta. Same thing with the sniper. It was probably the best sniper we've ever had. And you know what? Even the heals and the movement in Season 1 were good. The grapple blade was a very solid movement piece. It wasn't like too flashy. It did the job, and there was unlimited of it, so it made it really fun to use. Even the small addition of flowberries and flowberry fizz with the flowberry effect was a great heal and movement item that was added in Chapter 5. So everything in Chapter 5 seemed really nice at first, and honestly, we were spoiled in Season 1. Now, I don't want to hear anyone saying Season 1 was boring. Season 1 was by far the best season of this chapter. Just because there's no mythic spamming and flashy items doesn't make the game boring. Just because you like the game a different way doesn't make the game boring. Now to hop off that tangent, I would like to start by talking about Epic's new poll they did on Twitter, asking whether people like hit scan or projectile-based weapons. To my surprise, and if I'm being real, my surprise, I saw that, the community is split in half. And that's actually kind of interesting to me. And I understand where people are coming from, saying, it takes more gun skill to use projectile-based weapons. But the fact of the matter is Fortnite started out on hit scan weapons. I'm just trying to say that hit scan is Fortnite. Not many games are hit scan. Most games are projectile based. And you know what? I understand that adds skill to the game. But we have to understand that fundamentally changes the game in a lot of ways. And a lot of people will tell me, oh, I don't like bloom. I like how the new guns, shoot straight. And again, I understand that. And the attachments, help with that. The new attachment system is pretty cool. And I think it adds a lot more for the section of, projectile-based weapons. But again, it also changes the game thoroughly. The game is supposed to be non-realistic. This game is not a realistic game. If I wanted to load up Call of Duty and play a realistic game, I would do that. And this is a callback to when shaders were added into Fortnite, or certain shaders. A lot of people were upset, and, I was not very upset with that because, it's something you can turn off and on. But I understand the frustration people have when they see their favorite game being changed fundamentally. I'm trying to say that hitscan is Fortnite. And I don't mean that literally, but I mean that in a way that it kind of shapes the game. And changing it back to hitscan would probably make the game feel a lot better for a lot of people, including myself. And it also can balance out a lot of things that we've had. Problems with snipers. We don't even have a sniper this season because snipers have been so overpowered. And I would like to think that snipers only have been overpowered because the AR weapons are a little bit harder to hit. So it's a lot easier to rely on a sniper that hits for 200 damage. And yeah, again, it does take more skill to use these new ARs and SMGs. But again, Fortnite is already hard as it is. I know a lot of you sweaty nerds are going to be coming at me, but let me be real here, and let's level. There's already so many mechanics built into this game. Building itself is a whole thing you need to learn solely for the purpose of this game. There is no other game that is as unique as Fortnite. And we need to think, adding another level of skill to this game, is that really helpful to anyone in any way? This game is going to evolve regardless if hit scan or projectile-based weapons are added. I just think that having projectile-based weapons gives you something else you need to worry about that you shouldn't be. And I'm sorry, Zero Build fans, I'm not talking to you. I have no idea how it affects Zero Builds, to be honest, so I'm not going to put in my input about that because I don't usually play Zero Builds. And let's be honest, if I wanted to play Zero Builds, I'd just play another game. But in all seriousness, I do think hitscan weapons are the superior act for Fortnite. I'm not saying hitscan is a better weapon skill, and I'm not saying anything else other than saying that hitscan should be in Fortnite. We've all been playing Reloaded, and we all feel how smooth the ARs feel when you get an elimination or when you're lasering someone with that hitscan weapon. There's a reason why most of us, or I don't know about most of us, but there's a reason why I only play Reloaded most of the time. It's because I just think that it just overall feels better. The old game just feels better. But honestly, that's just my opinion, It can change depending on, what people say to me or what I see on the internet. So, try to change my mind in the comments or let me know what you think, because I'm genuinely curious how people feel about hitscan versus projectile based, because I am a hitscan fan, to be honest. I'm gonna keep saying that, until my mind is changed. Lastly, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.